Our first rating of the book is the writing style and the craft. We rated it a 3 out of 10. The novel is beautifully written, but the language can be very dense. Tolkien also takes long detours and detailed descriptions that sometimes feel unnecessary, just like that. Our next rating would be the character and the speaker complexity. That would be a 4 out of 10, like 4 doors out of 5, actually. I misspoke. Bilbo's growth is very clear and compelling. He begins as a reluctant and fearful figure, but he gradually develops and has courage and a heroic spirit. Just like said Gandalf trying to take on the dragon behind him. Gandalf, watch where you're swinging that sword. Like that! Get forward! Our next rating is the theme and meaning. It was a 2 out of 5. We found it challenging to identify an overarching theme within this novel due to the heavily complex heroism and the ideas of heroism. The impact and engagement we had was a 4 out of 5. The constantly shifting settings and the conflict of the lively story, there always seems to be something happening, and there can be no dull moment with Bilbo and friends. The evidence potential is a 3 out of 5. It is very rich detail, but it almost has too much to find very good evidence for the novel and to use it in an essay. We believe The Hobbit could be used for an FRQ3. However, the dense writing and the limited thematic clarity might make it challenging. I got you, Gandalf. It's dead! We killed Smog!
The creature suddenly wakes up. That creature is me. And now I'm going to tell you about this story. This story is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. This novel follows Victor Frankenstein, an ambitious and obsessive scientist who is determined to uncover the secrets of life itself. Through his experiments, he succeeds in creating a living being, but the result is far from what he imagined. Horrified by his own creation, Victor abandons the creature. The monster, rejected and isolated, experiences intense loneliness and suffering, which ultimately drives him towards revenge against his creator. Now, I'll move on into the ratings. First, writing style and craft. I would rate this a 4 out of 5. The novel is very well written, with vivid and often intense imagery. However, the language can be difficult to understand at times, which may make it less accessible. Next, character complexity. I would give this a 3 out of 5. Victor and the characters are both deeply explored and complex characters. Victor and the monster are deeply explored. However, the novel focuses mainly on them, so it lacks the broader character depth seen in some other works. From theme and meaning, I would rate it a 4 out of 5. The novel explores deep and meaningful themes such as revenge, belonging, isolation, and madness, which adds significant depth to the story. In terms of impact and engagement, I would give it a 2 out of 5. Because the novel was written a long time ago, the language and pacing may make it hard to stay engaged and may not feel as entertaining to modern readers. Finally, evidence potential, I would rate this a 4 out of 5. The complexity of both Victor and the creature, along with the novel's deeper themes, provides it with strong material that can be used as evidence in literary analysis. Now for FRQ3 potential. We view this text as very strong for the FRQ. The novel presents complex characters whose motivations and transformations can apply to a wide range of prompts. Victor's ambition and downfall, along with the creature's isolation and desire for acceptance, make it especially useful for analyzing character development, internal themes, and moral choices and conflict. Additionally, its themes, such as consequences of unchecked ambition and the need for belonging, can support more sophisticated and nuanced arguments. Overall, Frankenstein is a thought-provoking novel with strong analytical value, even if it can be challenging to read at times.
Today, I'll be presenting a brief synopsis, rating, and review of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. This story follows the adventure of an 11-year-old boy named Harry Potter, who lives under difficult and unfair conditions with his aunt and uncle. His life suddenly changes when he receives an unexpected invitation to attend Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. At Hogwarts, Harry begins learning magic, forms close friendships, discovers that he is connected to a larger conflict involving a powerful and dangerous enemy. As the story progresses, he must find the courage to help protect the school from this growing threat. Now I'll move into the ratings. First, writing style and craft. I would rate this a 5 out of 5. The writing is vivid and easy to visualize. Malfoy, I'll kill you!
I'll kill you!
Let's not continue this duel now! Next, character complexity. I would give this a 2 out of 10. Since this is primarily a children's book, the characters are more straightforward and less layered than in more advanced literature. For theme and meaning, I would rate it a 3 out of 5. The novel strongly emphasizes themes like bravery, friendship, and novel. However, it doesn't explore deeper and more complex ideas to the same extent as more mature works. In terms of impact and engagement, I would give it a 4 out of 5. This story is very entertaining and keeps the reader interested from beginning to end. Finally, evidence potential. I would rate this a 0 out of 5 because of its simpler themes and structure. It can be difficult to use this novel as a strong evidence in a formal literary analyst or FRQ setting. Overall, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is a highly enjoyable and imaginative. Malfoy, you better back off!
Is that it?
No, it's not it. Keep playing. Do something.
Crucio!
No!
Crucify!
No! Finally, overall, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone is a highly enjoyable and imaginative story that excels in engagement and readability, even if it lacks deeper complexity. Thank you.
Our next book is No Country for Old Men by Cormac McCarthy. This story follows Moss, who while on a hunting trip stumbles upon a large sum of money connected to illegal activity. Seeing an opportunity to change his life, he decides to take the money.
It's nice to see you, Llewellyn. I can't say I'm flattered to see you also. You think I'm evil, but I'm just unfolding your destiny. I ain't never gonna let that destiny happen.
However, that choice sets off a chain reaction of consequences as he becomes the target of a relentless and dangerous pursuit. After the story unfolds, multiple perspectives, including those of a determined sheriff and a ruthless killer, reveal the deeper implication of Moss's decision. First, writing style and craft. I would rate this a 1 out of 5. The structure of the text can be difficult to follow as it lacks conventional punctuation like question marks. Additionally, marks of the writing can feel unclear, which make it a challenging read.
Seems like I've run out of ammo. I don't need that.
Next, character complexity. I would give this a 5 out of 5. The novel deeply explores multiple characters, including Moss, Anton Chigurh, and Sheriff Bell, examining both their strengths and flaws in a meaningful way. For theme and meaning, I would rate this 5 out of 5. The story presents the complex and layered themes such as decision-making, consequences, death, fate, and destiny, all of which add significant depth. In terms of impact and engagement, I would give it a 5 out of 5. The novel reads almost like a movie with constant tension and no dull moments, keeping the reader fully engaged. Finally, evidence potential. I would rate this a 5 out of 5 because of its complex characters and deep themes. The novel provides strong and flexible evidence for literary analysis. Now for FRQ 3 potential. We view this text as very strong for FRQ 3. The novel's complex characters and morally challenging situations make it easy to apply to a range of prompts. Moss's decisions and the consequences to these decisions can support arguments about character and responsibility, while characters like Chigurh and Bell allow for deeper analysis of fate, morality, and the changing nature of the world. These elements make the novel especially effective for developing detailed and insightful responses. Overall, No Country for Old Men is a powerful and engaging novel with exceptional depth, making it highly valuable for both reading and analysis.
Llewellyn, you'll never get me, Chigurh. I'll keep running and running as long as I have to.
Thank you for watching our 1B presentation of our end of book review year. Okay? Now we're going to be getting into our favorite and least favorite book, or better known as the Jackies. Okay? The winner of this Jackie will be the book that 1B consensusly voted for is the best book. It was a tough decision to figure out who won the Jackie this year, but we ultimately decided on one book. It was a close race, 1 through 4, but let's get into it, boys and girls. Coming in fourth place, we have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Yay! Yeah.
Give it up.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. We really loved that book. It's a childhood favorite. We just found it wasn't very applicable to our FRQs. And that's why it ultimately got rated 4th. Next we will have number 3, which will be, drumroll please, The Hobbit. We love The Hobbit. It just wasn't as good as the other 2 books. It was a little dense. Tolkien is a little old, you know, so it was kind of hard to understand at times. It was action-packed, but it was definitely the 3rd hardest to make an FRQ for, just based on how much there was in there and how little evidence and themes we had. All right, I'm not gonna do second. I'm going to do, coming in first place, the winner of the 1B end of review book review year, winning the Jackie, a prestigious award. Can I get a drum roll? Can I get a backflip over there?
No backflip, no backflip.
No, pull that back. Jack, what is it? Tell me what it is. Who won the Jackie, Jack? No Country for Old Men!
Yeah! Yeah!
Can I get a quick thank you to Frankenstein by Mary Shelley? It was a good contender.
Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for coming out. Thank you for all the nominees for coming
Yes,
out.
Thank you. Thank
Chase,
you.
edit yourself right here. Thank you all for coming out.
Hashtag
And
1B.
we'll-
Hashtag AP Lit.
No Country for Old Men a little bit. Why we like it?
Oh, maybe we should. No Country for Old Men literally fits every category. The only problem we had with No Country for Old Men was like it was a little hard to tell who was talking, and the structure was a little vague. But the story was great.
Oh, there's a dog.
The story was great. The theme was very clear. It was easy, and it's the best FRQable book we read all year. Okay. I don't know where that dog came from.
He's a paid actor.
Paid actor, yeah. And we thank you for coming out.
Maybe we should talk about Frankenstein real quick.
Oh yeah, Frankenstein. Frankenstein, really great book. We loved it. It's just, it was the structure and the way it was worded was a little old, just like The Hobbit, but it was more interesting and had a better theme than The Hobbit did. So that's why it stole second over The Hobbit. Are we good, boys?
Is that everything?
Yeah.
Hashtag AP Lit.
Hashtag AP Lit.
Hashtag Booktok.
Hashtag Booktok.
Hashtag 1B.
Frankenstein. Hashtag 1B. Hashtag Sugar. Hashtag Bilbo and Gandalf fighting the dragon. And then also hashtag Wizards for Life. You know what I'm saying? Alright. And may you have a very blessed 1B rest of your year. Ready, boys? One last. Let's sing our theme song.
No. Whoa.
Should we
Yeah,
bow?
just bow.
Cool.